For nearly 4 decades, Party City has been the go-to destination for anyone looking to celebrate life's biggest moments. From birthday parties and graduations, to Halloween bashes and baby showers, Party City's aisles have been filled with the promise of fun, color, and creativity. Generations of families have walked through its doors, searching for the perfect decorations, costumes, and party favors to make their events unforgettable. The store's iconic branding and festive atmosphere became synonymous with celebration itself, making it a staple in communities across the United States. But now, in a move that has shocked loyal customers and industry experts alike, Party City has announced the closure of all its U.S. stores. The news has sent ripples through neighborhoods and shopping centers, as the familiar sight of store closing signs replaces the vibrant displays that once welcomed party planners of all ages. This truly marks the end of an era. For so many, Party City was more than just a store. It was a place where memories were made. Parents brought their children to pick out birthday themes, friends gathered to plan surprise parties, and communities relied on Party City for everything from school events to holiday parades. The retailer became woven into the fabric of American celebrations, helping to create moments that would be cherished for years to come. The nostalgia runs deep for many who remember the excitement of walking through aisles filled with balloons, streamers, and costumes. Party City was often the first stop for anyone planning a celebration, and its absence will be felt by countless families and communities. Nearly 800 locations are shutting down, a move that will impact not only loyal customers but also thousands of employees who have helped bring parties to life. For many workers, Party City was more than a job. It was a place where they could share in the joy of others, helping customers find just the right touch for their special occasions. The closures mean the loss of these connections, as well as the end of a reliable source for party supplies in many towns and cities. The company, once the nation's largest party supply retailer, made the announcement in December 2024. This decision signals a major shift in the specialty retail landscape, as more consumers turn to online shopping and changing trends reshape the way we celebrate. Party City's closure is a sign of the times, reflecting the challenges faced by brick-and-mortar stores in an increasingly digital world. The rise of e-commerce and shifting consumer habits have made it harder for traditional retailers to compete. While Party City tried to adapt with online options and new product lines, the pressures of the modern retail environment proved too great. The closure of all U.S. stores is a stark reminder of how quickly the retail landscape can change, and how even beloved brands are not immune to these forces. If you have outstanding orders, gift cards, or coupons, it's important to act quickly. With stores closing their doors, time is running out to redeem any remaining balances or pick up special orders. Customers are encouraged to check the company's website or contact customer service for the latest information on returns, exchanges, and final sales. Don't wait. Once the stores are gone, options may be limited. The once bustling aisles filled with laughter and excitement are now just memories. The shelves that once held every color of balloon and every imaginable party theme now stand empty, a poignant reminder of the role Party City played in so many celebrations. The closures are either underway or already complete as of June 2025. Employees are packing up the last of the merchandise, and the familiar sights and sounds of Party City are fading away. For many, it's a bittersweet moment, as they say goodbye to a place that brought so much joy to so many people. For communities across the country, the loss of Party City is a stark reminder of how quickly retail can change. Storefronts that once buzzed with activity now sit empty, waiting for new tenants and new stories to unfold. The end of Party City's era leaves a gap in the world of celebrations, but it also highlights the resilience and adaptability of those who find new ways to bring people together. In the coming moments, we'll break down what led to this decision, the key dates you need to know, and what steps you can still take if you have unresolved business with Party City. Whether you're a longtime customer or just someone who loves a good party, the story of Party City's closure is a reminder of how quickly things can change, and how important it is to celebrate every moment while we can. Why did Party City, once the go-to destination for all things festive, suddenly close its doors? For decades, Party City was synonymous with celebrations, birthdays, graduations, holidays, and every milestone in between. But behind the colorful aisles and cheerful displays, the company was facing mounting challenges that would ultimately prove too much to overcome. The answer lies in a perfect storm of mounting debt, persistent inflation, and rapidly changing shopping habits. Party City struggled to adapt as consumer preferences shifted and the cost of doing business soared. The company's financial health was already fragile, but the economic environment made things even worse. In December 2024, Party City filed for its second Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This was a clear sign that the company couldn't recover from its overwhelming debt, over $800 million. The bankruptcy process was meant to give Party City a chance to restructure, but the financial hole was simply too deep. Rising costs for materials, rent and wages squeezed profits at every turn. Suppliers raised prices, landlords demanded higher rents, and employees needed better wages to keep up with inflation. Meanwhile, customers, facing their own financial pressures, began cutting back on non-essential spending, including parties and celebrations. The result? Fewer sales and shrinking margins. Competition from online giants like Amazon and big-box retailers only made things worse. These competitors offered lower prices, greater convenience, and a wider selection, making it harder for Party City to keep up. More and more customers chose to shop online, bypassing traditional party stores altogether. Even Party City's signature balloon business was hit hard by a global helium shortage. Balloons were a major draw for customers, but with helium in short supply and prices skyrocketing, the company couldn't keep up with demand. This further eroded one of their key advantages. Despite efforts to save the company, like closing underperforming stores, renegotiating leases, and trying to boost online sales, these combined pressures proved insurmountable. In the end, Party City's story is a cautionary tale of how quickly the retail landscape can change, and how even the most beloved brands can struggle to survive in a rapidly evolving world. The closure of Party City unfolded at a pace that caught many by surprise. What began as whispers of financial trouble quickly escalated into a full-scale shutdown, impacting thousands of employees and millions of customers across the country. The first signs were subtle. Stores with fewer products on the shelves and a noticeable drop in foot traffic. But soon, the reality became impossible to ignore. On December 10, 2024, the company made its first major move. Corporate employees, many of whom had dedicated years to the brand, were abruptly sent home. The atmosphere was tense and uncertain, as staff packed up their belongings and left behind offices that had once buzzed with activity. For many, it was the first concrete sign that the company's troubles were more serious than anyone had realized. Just 10 days later, on December 20th, the CEO addressed the entire company. In a somber announcement, it was revealed that all U.S. stores would close their doors. The news hit hard, immediate layoffs were announced, and corporate staff were told there would be no severance packages. The decision sent shockwaves through the workforce, leaving many scrambling to figure out their next steps. For store employees, the news came as a devastating blow. They learned that their locations would remain open only until February 28, 2025. In the meantime, they were tasked with launching liquidation sales, marking down inventory and helping customers find last-minute deals. The atmosphere in stores shifted dramatically as employees balanced the demands of their jobs with the uncertainty of their futures. As the weeks passed, discounts grew deeper. By March, the once bustling stores were filled with clearance bins and emptying shelves. Shoppers flocked to take advantage of the final sales while employees worked tirelessly to clear out remaining stock. The sense of finality grew with each passing day, as store closing signs and March calendar pages served as constant reminders of the end. By June 2025, the transformation was complete. Party City's retail presence, once a familiar sight in shopping centers nationwide, had vanished. Storefronts now stood vacant, with "For Lease" signs replacing the colorful banners that once promised celebration and fun. The empty spaces served as a stark reminder of how quickly things can change in the world of retail. Understanding this timeline is crucial for anyone with unfinished business, whether you're a customer with unused gift cards, a vendor awaiting payment, or an employee seeking answers. The rapid sequence of events highlights just how swiftly a company's fortunes can shift, and why it's important to stay informed and act quickly when change is on the horizon. Found a Party City coupon or gift card? Unfortunately, with all stores closed since March 2025, you can't use them in-store. During liquidation, policies on credits and coupons became restrictive or void. Your only option now is to check if a bankruptcy claims process exists for gift card holders. Search Party City's website or news for updates. Act fast, as deadlines are strict and recovery is unlikely but possible. Gather your documentation and file a claim if you can. If you had an unfulfilled order, direct contact with stores is no longer possible. Try to reach Party City's customer service online if it's still active. If not, look for information on the bankruptcy case. Unfulfilled orders may be eligible for claims. Gather your receipts and order confirmations and act quickly, as deadlines are tight. Realistically, recovery is difficult, but failing to file a claim means forfeiting any chance of compensation. As of June 2025, it's almost certain your local Party City is closed. All stores were scheduled to shut by March, and liquidation sales ended in mid-March. Store locators and phone numbers are likely outdated or disconnected. If you're unsure, check local news or drive by the location, but expect empty storefronts. The party is truly over for Party City's physical stores. The closure impacted thousands of Party City employees, over 16,000 full and part-time workers. Corporate staff were let go abruptly in December 2024, with no severance or benefits. Store employees managed liquidation sales, knowing their jobs would end by February 2025. For many, this meant sudden financial strain and job hunting. The loss is more than numbers. It's families and communities disrupted by a major retail collapse. Party City's closure is part of a larger retail crisis. In 2025, up to 15,000 U.S. stores are projected to close, double the previous year. Big Lots, Joann, Macy's, and Kohl's are also shuttering locations. High inflation, rising costs, and the dominance of e-commerce are forcing traditional retailers to adapt or disappear. Party City's fate is a stark example of the challenges facing brick-and-mortar stores nationwide. Party City's closure is unsettling, especially if you're holding gift cards or have unresolved orders. The key dates have passed and direct store contact is no longer possible. Your best move is to urgently check for any bankruptcy claims process online and act fast. While recovery is unlikely, being proactive is your only option. The retail landscape is changing. Stay informed and manage your expectations as you navigate these shifts.